Hello everyone, my name is Marina. I'm the founder of the GBTH and I'm really awkward talking videos and microphones, and my voice is really strange, my English is really bad, my accent, poof, that's not the point. We're here today to talk about GBTH Rachel Breaker, and I'm just going to take you guys on this very quick short explanation of what this collective 3D exhibition is. I know it sounds extremely complex, but it's not. So basically, for each round, Rachel Breaker, she's an amazing 3D artist, and she recently just opened Global Warming Winter here at the Pavilion 3, and everyone is welcome to go and check it out. And this is the third round that she is on this partnership with us, creating a amazing set of new exclusive figurines just for this So first and foremost, what do you need to do just for this exhibition? Currently, we have the previous round up at the GBTH. It's called The Duality of Love. Anyway, you guys can check it out, The Duality of Love. And also we have a little bit more in-depth explaining about this exhibition. So, as in for each round, to join the GBTH Rachel Breaker, you just have to send me an IM in Word. I know it doesn't seem too official, but it's Rachel making the figurines and me managing the whole process of boxing everything up and renaming. And then this round we are lucky enough to have Smupa will be in charge of the party. So you just have to send me an IM and I will send you a group invite for the GBTH Rachel Breaker. And that's really important because having all the participants on that group, and that group is by invite only, helps me keeping track of everyone. You don't have to be on my contacts list. You just have to be in the group, and it's easier to send updates, to send reminders. And also, if anyone has any kind of doubts in the process, they can always send a message in the group chat, and hopefully someone will be there willing to help. If I'm online, I'll reply as soon as possible. But we've had luck in the past of just people stepping in and doing their part, and honestly, it's one of the beauties of doing something collective and collaborative and so on and so forth. You join the group and I will send you this texture, this little short here with the figurines for you to pick. There are 10 different inflatables, as we're calling them this round. Everyone can choose one at a time. I think maximum 3 by participant. But you can only get the next figurine if you finish the previous one and send to us, and then we can send a new one. It's just, I know it might seem very greedy, but it's just a way of having everyone treat each figurine with love and little bit of dedication. It's really fun to texture them, I promise you. And in the end, we're going to have a beautiful exhibition, and all of us will take credit for it because it's truly a collective effort. So you're going to pick a figurine from one of those from 1 to 10, and you're going to tell me, oh, Marina, I want the number 9, which is this one here. And I'll say, okay. So let me put, look at them. Look at them all together, and then imagine, and my avatar is here for scale, and then imagine all of them placed on the ground level. It's like, ugh. Okay, so you pick your figurine. Those are all the boxes that they come in. You see every box has its outline, and yes, it took a long time to come up with those, but I'm very pleased. And they look so cute, and I want to have them on display. So let's say you pick the box number 9, and then I'm going to put those back there with Ctrl Z, and then I'm going to take box number 9 here. I'm gonna send to you. An important notice, the figurines, the mesh of the figurines go to the participants, go to you guys, no copy. So that means be mindful where you're resing them, because if you res in a place that you don't have, object entry rights, or you don't have res rights, or if you try to res in a mesh, it will get confused and it will not just go through. Just please make sure, build a prim, double check if you have the group tag on the land, or if you have the rights, and then res. In case the box gets lost, just relog and it should appear on your inventory. Sending the boxes, the figurines, no copy, is the way that we found of protecting Rachel's work and keeping free to join. There's no fee to participate. You just need to want it and be willing to dedicate your time, and that's simple as that. So you res your box and it's here, and then you're going to right click, open, and it's going to give you the contents, which is a note card that you're going to insert all the information once you're done, but more to that in the end. The actual figurine, and here it's full perm because I have the full perm copy, but once it goes to you it will be no copy, and for the reason I just said. And then you're going to have here the 6 textures. This is a mesh with 2 faces, and that's why we ask the basic UV map knowledge required to participate. But that's not really that complicated, and I hope I can clarify with this, I hope short and I hope useful tutorial. And then also this very important note card with the guideline that I highly recommend reading it before doing anything. So you're going to copy it to inventory, and then you're going to have this huge amount of pop-up windows. Okay, so first things first, open the guidelines, read the guidelines. You see, it's not that long, it's not that hard. I try to, split between sections and make it really as easy as possible to read. For the theme, content, editing textures, editing mesh parts, and sending the final, and all of this. Just please, it will be fast. Okay, after you read your beautiful guideline, you're going to, hold on, this box is really cute. I'm keeping it, but I'm keeping it here. You're going to res, just click and drag to the floor your beautiful figurine, and there you have it. Once you res the figurine, please keep it at the res size. Oh, Marina, what it means, keeping at res size, means to not come and just don't come and do this or do that. In the end, all the figurines will remain on the size that they're rested there. And we will need a consistency of the figurines on the exhibition space. Also, I think that's clear. Also, please don't do this, don't flatten out. This round, we decided to do as simple as possible, so it doesn't get overwhelming. You can actually dedicate a little bit more time working on your textures and making sure you're very happy about them and happy with the final result. Okay, so that's for don't res, don't rescale, don't resize your figurine. Second thing you're gonna do, I'm just gonna quick show you. So this is right click, edit, and then you come here to the texture tab, and you can kind of see the seam between the that goes in the middle of the mesh, and it's a perfect line. And then you're gonna select face, and you just click in one of the faces, and then you can see there is a front and there is a back, and here on the little display these also changes. Okay, also in the box you will find 3 back textures and 3 front textures, and all of them contain diffuse, normal, and specular. And here on the texture tab, you're gonna also see diffuse, normal, and specular. And normal and specular are the so-called materials. It helps, giving this bumpiness, and as it's also known, it helps having these bumps, because you can see it's actually flat here, but the textures that do the magic, and here in the belly as well. And the shine, it does the same. It maps out the parts that should be brighter and the parts that should be darker, and that's how you can have this very interesting plastic looking shine. I wouldn't recommend messing with those. We added to the kit in case you want to, in case by accident you mess up with the textures here, or I don't know, it's better to have than not to. What you're gonna do is you're gonna locate both diffuse textures, and the diffuse textures are the actual texture. It's the color that you see and the color that you're going to work with. So you're gonna open here. You can double click, open. You can see the outlines of the figurine really well. Rachel also prepared the UV maps, the wireframe of the figurines, if anyone wants. I just didn't want it to cluster the folder with more textures for now, but in case you want, and you can just ask, and I'll gladly send to you. What you're gonna do with those textures, since they are full perm, you just come, save as TJ or PNG, it doesn't really matter, and you're gonna save on your computer. And now plot twist, because I can't remember, I think this is the 5th time or the 6th time, and I don't even know if I'm saying this right, but I've tried many times to record a tutorial, and the first 3 attempts I wasn't aware that the program that I use to capture the screen doesn't capture desktop, so it just shows Second Life. And then I was very happy showing examples and showing you guys how it's done in Photoshop, because it's the editing program that I have. And no footage has been taken. I was just seeing the cursor going like crazy on the screen of Second Life, and that was it. So I can't really show how to use in Photoshop. I'm not even that skilled in Photoshop. But basically what you're going to do is, the idea is to create layers and use blend modes to see which one fits the best. There are actually really nice tutorials in the internet how to texture mesh with the ambient occlusion and so on and so forth, and you can always check it out. So let's say that you did a texture on Photoshop, and I'm going to try to guide you through the biggest amount of steps that I can. So let's say you have a texture and you say, okay, this looks kind of cute, I want to try. What you're going to do is select face again, because you're going to test one texture at a time. And you're going to select face. You select face, and then you click on this little miniature of the texture here, and then you wait a little bit, and you go and you see inventory, and then you see local. And this is where the magic happens, because then you can try many times. I did a very silly quick attempt of texturing these. So I open front diffuse test, and when you save you can rename it to be easier. So what does local texture do, in case you're not familiar with local texture? It will allow you to test your textures only for your viewers. So for instance, if a friend was around here, they wouldn't be able to see, they would see the mesh with the default blank gray texture, but you can see, and that's what it matters. So you're gonna click, and then voila, it's there. It's a very silly attempt. Please don't envy my drawing skills. I know they're gorgeous. And there's another important thing I want to say. Please don't use copyrighted images. Images that you don't have the rights to use, or they're protected by any kind of law. Just please avoid. And it can always be much nicer if you just create a little pattern yourself, or But if you really want to use a ready-made image as a base for your figurine, please don't just save an image from the program and slap on the figurine. Please don't save an image from the website, from the internet, and put on the figurine, because that's not the idea. But you can use public domain images, and public domain images are images that are not protected under any copyright law whatsoever, and it doesn't belong to anyone, and it's full access, accessible to the public. That means that you can use, paint, sell, do whatever you want. And there is a website called rawpixel.com, if I'm not mistaken, and they have a section for public domain images, and I'm going to link in the description of the video so you can go and peruse through the many options. And I'm pretty sure you're going to find amazing things by some of your favorite artists that you can also use to create your texture. But please just use it as a base. Do some kind of intervention on top of this. And also remembering each participant can make up to 3 figurines on that same idea. You do the first and you will hand out to us on a folder or a box with all the textures, and then you can pick a different figurine and you can work on it, and they will stand on the exhibition as individuals. So it's not like, oh Marina, but I really want to make this, I really want my figurines to be connected to each other. This is a collective exhibition. They are supposed to, all of the figurines work as a group. That's the beauty of it. And I think more than ever, we're needing this collaborative, collective spirit to make things happen and grow some empathy and so on and so forth. Okay, so you have your finished figurine. Let's say that you also textured the back. So you finished your figurine, it's ready. You look at it, you feel proud, you say, yes, this is awesome, I gave it a go, I tried something new, or, So first things first, right click, edit again, and then you come back to the general tab and you're going to rename your figurine. For instance, this beautiful figurine, I'm going to call it Test Figurine, and I can put my name by Marina Munter. And this will really help when I have to reassemble the figurines and to know who did which figurine. So after you renamed it, you can right click and take, and it should go right back to your folder. Oh, wait. Before you right click and take, you're going to upload the texture. You click here and then you click upload. I already uploaded this one. It's on my inventory and I'm gonna place it here. And you see it's the very same. That's not the very same. It's a different one. That's the one. Look at this. Look at this, gorgeous. So that's also another fun thing. First of all, please be my guest to laugh off my drawing skills. So this is how the UV of this one looks. You see it looks quite different. You think the glasses will be fairly smaller, or the heart will be in a certain location. And to that, what I say is test with local textures. And it's really, really interesting because when it's on local textures, you can edit and keep editing and adjusting and saving under the same name to replace the image, and it will automatically replace the image in Second Life as well, which is great. And then once you have your final image, you're going to upload, and then it will be on your inventory, and you're going to take the texture that you uploaded, hopefully both of them, the front and the back, put on the folder along with your test figurine, put on the folders along with your test figurine. You don't really need to send again the normal and specular or anything like this, nor the default diffuse textures. You just need a back and front, the back and front textures that you edited. So you're gonna have your figurine. This is what I want to receive. This card with all the info. So you're gonna put the title of the figurine, again, test figurine, and you're gonna put participant, have your beautiful name, your display name here, how you want to be known, or how you want us to write your name on the exhibition, on the plaques that will go under the figurines and on the poster and all of this. Please write it down here and double check, and then also put your username, and please also double check for possible typos, observations if you have any, and then attach your calling card here and to find your calling card, I just found a bunch of mine on my inventory. Okay, so yeah, this is all me. Then double click, it's my profile. And yeah, you just drag and put it here, and then you're gonna save your note card. We're almost done, I promise. Okay, so you're gonna do this, I'll make sure the texture that you made, that you customized, is full perm, which is very, very important. Otherwise, I will have to ask you to send again. We reassemble because all the figurines of this exhibition, as always, will be available for purchase. And on each vendor, I will set up this script, profit split script, and it already does the division automatically, and it splits equally between the GBTH, Rachel, that did the figurines, and the participant who customized. I think that's all. I really hope you guys enjoy and will feel inspired to join the celebrations of the 3 years of GBTH. Oh, by the way, the deadline to send your final figurines is October 11th, and we really need all the figurines by October 11th because the opening, the GBTH birthday, is October 17th. So we really need this time in between to, triple check everything, make the vendors do the setup, make the posters, and not freak out and not be completely overwhelmed in this meantime. So please send your figurine before October 11th. Okay, I guess that's all. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you soon, I guess.